multi-speaker versus single speaker, or more, one or two speakers live event. So let's just differentiate those two. Barry, why don't you define a multi-speaker event?
So multi-speaker event, again, generally a 3-day, sometimes longer. Don't recommend that. I think that's a lot of multi-speaker. My very first event in the world was a free ticket I got to a multi-speaker event. This guy, Peter Lowe, used to be big in the event space. Basically had multiple speakers in one day in a big Coliseum venue, much like the one we're in. It's my first exposure to a live event. So it could be a 1-day, but generally it's going to be a 3-day. And these are going to be speakers who are going to sell from your stage, and you're going to take a cut of what they sell. So if you're one of those people out there who is not ready to launch a mastermind, doesn't have a group program, you haven't put together a high ticket offer, but you have a lot of good connections in this space, and you know people who sell well from the stage, meaning that they have offers that convert well. They generally tend to be on the lower end of the spectrum, more in that 1 to 3K range. You invite them to speak on your stage. Your duty as the host is to fill the room. Their duty is to deliver an amazing talk and to convert, to sell well in that room, so that you get a cut of that and you make money from that cut. It's usually 50-50, but that varies depending on the speaker, how well known they are, the price point of their product, how well known you are, a lot of factors that tie into how you negotiate that, but that's generally a multi-speaker. And it can be great. It's a really nice model, especially if they're willing to promote for you and they have a great list, they can actually help you fill the event. So it can be a really nice way to go and expose you to people who maybe don't know you, and you're speaking amongst these speakers, so you get your time slots in there too. You might even make a sale yourself in addition to the speakers that are selling there. The one problem with the multi-speaker event is fatigue of the attendee. Lots of different speakers selling lots of different things can really fatigue the attendee, especially if they weren't expecting that. So if they came in thinking it was going to be content, ends up being sale. You can have some people that are unhappy. And these days, attendees who are unhappy vote with their feet, meaning that if they don't love it, they might leave, which means the speakers on the last day may not be getting the same experience as the speakers on the first day. So if you're going that route, it's really worth thinking about your big why, exactly why you're doing the multi-speaker event. Is it to get known? Is it to enhance your reputation through the people you're inviting? Is it a quick infusion of cash? Is it to get your market exposed to these other people? Is it relationship building with maybe some JV partners? And then specifically, how do you structure the promotion for that event so it doesn't feel like a bait and switch to the attendee who gets there?
I love that. I also think that you making a larger offer when you're at a multi-speaker, even if you're the host of a multi-speaker event, is difficult. Because not only do you have attendee fatigue in terms of their brain, but they're also their wallet. Because if your speakers are good, those attendees may not have come expecting to spend that much money, and you have 3 or 4 or 5 or 10 speakers on before you make your offer, and if they've all done their job well, there's a lot of money that's been spent. What you're going to be doing, what your end result is, what the goal that you're trying to achieve, both from an impact perspective in the world or in your world, and then also from a financial perspective, should probably dictate where this lands. I think multi-speaker events for people who are probably even going to sell an immersion program or a mastermind or a higher ticket coaching offer aren't a good idea.